Pasuk Aleph. Vatamat Sarah Kiryat-arba hi Chevron be'eretz Canaan vayavo Avraham lispod Sarah livkota. And Sarah died in Kiryat-arba, known as Chevron, in the land of Canaan, and Avram proceeded to mourn for Sarah. Why does Chevron have two names? Rashi gives two explanations. One, Kiryat-arba refers to four arba, giants who live there. Or, it refers to these four couples who eventually be buried there: Adam and Chava, Avraham and Sarah, Yitzchak and Rivka, Yaakov and Leah. Interestingly, Rashi does not explain why it was called Chevron also, only Kiryat-arba. Based on his explanation, Kiryat-arba must be the latter name of the city. His second explanation then would place the name sometime after the death of Yaakov and Leah. Earlier on, in chapter 13, Pasuk 18, Avraham goes to Chevron, or at that time, Avram. Vayahal Avram vayavo vayeshev be'elonei Mamre asher bechevron vayiven sham mizbeach laHashem. And Avram moved his tent and came to dwell in the terebinths of Mamre, which are in Chevron. Rashi seems to notice that Kiryat-arba is not mentioned in that earlier explanation, which is why he must link the name to Sarah's death as one of his explanations, the one about the four couples. In Sefer Yehoshua, Parak 14, chapter 15, we learn, V'shem Chevron v'lifnim Kiryat-arba, ha'adam hagadol ba'anakim va'aretz shkata b'milchama. The name of Chevron was formerly Kiryat-arba. Arba was the name of a great man among the Anakites. The Anakim are giants. Rashbam explains that the naming of the city after its most famous inhabitant was standard practice. Rashi's first answer, then, makes more sense here, as both the names Chevron and Kiryat-arba seem to refer to giants. Note also that in Sefer Yehoshua, Chevron is the latter name. Midrash Rabbah adds the great men among the Anakim was actually Avraham, not these four mythical giants. But Ibn Ezra points out that it's a homiletic reading, since Avraham was not actually of their lineage. He was just a giant person in his personality, but not actually physically a giant. Chizkuni offers another explanation. Kiryat-arba refers to the city changing hands 4 times. First it belonged to the tribe of Yehuda, then it became the private property of Kalev, then it became a city of Kohanim, and later one of the cities of refuge, which we'll learn about later in the Torah. This would place the naming well into the time of Yehoshua, after Moshe's death. So which name came first? We have 2 verses that seem to be conflicting. Bereishit, chapter 13, 18, only uses Chevron, but Yehoshua, chapter 14, Pasuk 15, says Kiryat-arba was the earlier name. It's possible that Chevron was the original name. Then Kiryat-arba became the dominant name for a time, and later Chevron restored as the principal name. Think about the many cities and towns in the modern world that originally were one name and then changed to a different name, some of them even changing back. Think about St. Petersburg to Leningrad to St. Petersburg. Malbim's insight, at the end, Malbim explains that the name Chevron came from the root chaver, meaning connection. It was a place where the souls of the world connect to the souls of the upper world. This dual naming of Chevron and Kiryat-arba reflects not only the city's complex historical legacy, but also its enduring spiritual significance, a place where giants once walked, patriarchs and matriarchs were laid to rest, and souls continue to connect across worlds.